Hello everyone, here's how to destroy the Giant Ghost Mech in Order 39 of Death Stranding 2 and get the S rank in this mission. Requires you to take less than 100% damage, and the DH Magellan can take no less than 50% damage. So it's going to start off by attacking the DH Magellan here, and we want to just start firing off at a joint. Now, it's going to have its body block some of these shots, so take an aim at a free leg there, and it's kind of similar to the previous fight, but there's some new attacks here that are actually quite devastating you got to watch out for. So dodging often actually works pretty well in this fight. So that is pressing L2 plus the X button, and you can dodge out of the way of some of these attacks here. So like this one, for example, is going to do the swiping attacks. You can actually dodge into this pretty easily. Now, sometimes it's going to block some of the arms there, but you want to fire and focus on one of them. And you can actually get this like a chain reaction. If you attack one of them, it's going to slow down time, then you can get the second one and continue onwards. This is especially useful if it's facing towards you. Also, grenade weapons work pretty well here. Dodging doesn't always work the best against it whenever it's doing the lasers here. It's actually best to go ahead and sprint during this section. Dodging can be good if you get the timing down pat, but it brings out the dual lasers there, and it is quite challenging. But if you can see that, running works very well, even if you're doing the crouch run. That looks hilarious. So I'd recommend running for most of the range attacks that it's going to do that are new in this fight, especially the ball that it's going to throw out a little bit later on. But it's going to go balance between you and the DH Magellan here, so you can attack it whenever it's focused on there, but it is going to just pile up the damage and prevent you from potentially getting the S rank, so you want to pull its aggro back. Whenever it does these orbs here, you got to run from them because they do those huge explosions in area of effect, so you can run around, watch out for the cover here. You can also run around to grab different weapons if you need some more shots. I'd recommend either large machine guns if you got those, or the shotgun. Both of those are pretty useful, but even just the regular old assault rifles are very nice. Grenade pistols can work here, but the explosion radius on them is a little bit more challenging to get those direct hits to be able to blow it up. I found the shotguns worked absolutely the best. If you get into a close range with the shotguns, it's going to be guaranteeing a break in a few shots. And you can see there, when it starts to do the laser beam attack, if you get the break off, you then stun it and keep it out of that attack. Once it gets down low in health, then you can just attack the face, where it's going to take massive amounts of damage, and it can make this fight a little bit easier. You can stagger the face, so just keep pelting away at it. You can see there, we still had a couple spots that we had to fire off at, but after a bit of time, you will be able to take down the Giant Ghost Mech in Death Stranding 2. If this video is useful, please hit the subscribe button below.